I'm pretty sure it's just the sweep. It's gonna be just the sweep of this pre-setup, and then we end up going towards this 1 hour and 15 minutes. As you can see, euro has decided to move lower. Okay, we are back. Tuesday, 18th of March. Trading on demo account, learning the skill of day trading. Today there's no news. Yesterday I was on the charts and I was recording and everything, but there was nothing going on. This during the London-New York overlap, I wasn't even at home. I was moving my stuff because, as you can see, new apartment. I moved in with the boys from college into one apartment, and it was quite a busy day. And yeah, I was looking for setup in the late afternoon. Once London session ended, well, there was a little sweep here, but it wasn't clear, and then nothing on GU at least. Euro, similarly nothing. There wasn't much going on. And during the extension phase, I wasn't here. I couldn't see the screen at all. So, yeah. But today, we so far during this London session, there's some clear price action, which is good to see. Fortunately, there's no news, which is good for us. Obviously, I'm gonna delete everything on the GU's chart, and let's go over what's going on euro. I think I'm gonna delete everything here also. Move this down here. We don't need this here. Okay, so all right, let's look at what we have here. Bro, my mouse doesn't work. Come on, bro. So on euro we have, let's go to the weekly. What's going on here? So far in this month we had a very strong start. We broke structure on the weekly, very long week. Then the second week we ended up closing with a similarly small price action, a small range of price action here, just like we had previously here when we broke structure to the upside. We did not have a lot of movement, like 2% overall in the entire week. And what ended up happening is we tapped into this weekly fair gap and then moved higher. Now what's happening now is we close this candle up here, meaning it's obviously, since today is Tuesday, maybe later the week, I do not know, but we had to sweep this high here first. So today during London session we swept this previous week's high here, and that's a pretty important thing, because we are likely gonna move lower now to at least tap into this weekly fair gap here. I'm also gonna mark it out now. So we have this weekly here. Nice. On the daily we have no fair gaps formed to the upside, meaning we are getting tired of moving up finally. So likely there's gonna be a retrace. There's plenty of daily fair gaps here. There's this inverse here, there's one here, there's another one here on top of each other. And so far, since previous week there was no daily. Maybe this wasn't even a daily fair gap here. So likely we wanted to sweep previous week's high, and now finally we're gonna do a little retrace hopefully into this weekly. Let's see how the GU is doing. GU closed this week similarly, previous week, with a similar, not too big price range, not even 1% covered in 1 week. And now we also swept this high here. We also have a weekly fair gap down here with nice aligning to this to these highs here. Could be our retracement target, this breaker here. So let's mark this out as our weekly fair gap here on the daily. As you can see, we have this previous week high sweep here. We already swept it yesterday. That is the difference between GU and Euro. The Euro we could only sweep it today, but we did sweep it. So we have this daily weekly here. We also have multiple daily fair gaps with this inverse here very similarly. We also have no daily fair gaps forming to the upside. So sooner or later, you're likely gonna do a retrace, hopefully into this weekly. That's my high time frame bias as of now. We swept previous day's high here, which is cool on GU. I'm gonna mark out previous day high here. I'm also gonna do the same thing on Euro. We also swept it, but it was a bit more, you know, on gear. This move pretty strong because we wanted to sweep this previous week high here also. So this candle, I believe this 4 candle had to close up there, but as you can see, we are clearly just wanted to sweep it and now move lower. However, we tapped into this 4-hour fair gap here. So what I expect now here is a little retrace now, as we're doing it right now, and then New York opens in 5 minutes and 4 minutes. We're gonna sweep or tap into like a 1 hour or 30 minute or 50 minute bearish fair gap, and then break structure and move lower, and I can enter with a short. That's the idea. There's plenty of liquidity down here that we wanna sweep out. All the people that went long have their stop losses, everything down there, so that could play out pretty well with a short. So I'm also gonna mark out previous day's high right there. Nice. I'm also gonna move to the daily and mark out previous day low right here. GU, same thing, previous day low down here. Very nice. On GU we tapped into this daily here, the last one that we formed. On Euro we did not. That's also something I noticed here in this weekly. So we have this daily here in the weekly, and then we have GU that we already tapped into to move forward to the upside from it. And as you can see, the 4-hour candle here is already trying to close below this 4-hour candle there. So if it closes, this 4 candle closes below this 4-hour low, the previous 4 low, it's also nice to see. We are also in this 4-hour fair gap right now. This bullish 4-hour fair gap. So once I see a clear break of structure on the 15 minute to the downside, once we do the retrace in New York Open, then we're likely gonna continue to the downside. If not, if I see all the bearish fair gaps forming that are forming currently or have been formed in this 4-hour bearish candle, we disrespect all of them, then we're gonna likely form a higher high and continue the overall uptrend. However, this weekly fair gap really needs a tap into. So we aren't moving as much to the upside as we should if we would want to continue higher. So we could easily break structure on the 4-hour right now. Depends on how this candle closes here, and then yeah, the next 4 hours could be a bigger downside move, which would be nice for a short. I'm also gonna mark out this 4-hour bullish fair gap here that we tapped into and moved to the upside from. I'm also gonna mark out this 4-hour fair gap here as another target for our short. And then we have plenty of lows. We have plenty of lows here to target. We also have 2 1-hour fair gaps on euro, completely inversing these ones. That's a pretty long wick, by the way. So out of this 4-hour fair gap and pretty small body. Interesting. So this is the 1-hour fair gap here that we formed, that inversed this one. We have this one here. I could mark out as inverse fair gaps, but whatever. So hopefully New York opens, we come up into this 1-hour fair gap, we break structure on the 15-minute to the downside, and I can target this low here that we formed right now, and previous day's low, this 4-hour fair gap here. And if you disrespect this, then I'm gonna wait for a retrace into an order block, and then target this 1-hour fair gap, today's high and London high, and then see what's going on. GU, we also have only one 1-hour fair gap here. So this is right here. But the structure here for short looks much better. It's much obvious that we set previous day high, and then clearly we want to break structure to the downside. Even though there's this 4-hour fair gap here, I think this 1-hour fair gap will hold, and then move lower. We can target this low here that we just formed right there. We can target this lows, like there's one 1-hour fair gap down here, pretty close to this low, so I would mark out this one as our target, previous day's low, and then we have some more that we can mark out once we are sure that we can take a short. Same here, if the short will play out on euro, I'm gonna target this low here as TP1. Then we have the bottom of this 4-hour, then we have the previous day low, we have this 4-hour fair gap down here. We have plenty of targets here, and these inverses here, yeah, very clear indication that this weekly sweep was the beginning of a short setup. But the only thing that kind of isn't aligning to this short idea is this very long wick on this 1-hour candle. So that's the only thing that's not really aligning with that idea. But I cannot imagine that this next 4-hour candle gonna make such a big move. That we had this big orange candle, big down candle into this 4, and now big move to the upside. I think we're gonna leave a wick up here and then move lower, hopefully. But this wow, this candle here, the 30-minute is yeah, it's crazy. Nonetheless, it's crazy. I'm also gonna mark out this SR London highs, then we have these London lows, pretty big London lows here. Maybe I have to go to the 15-minute to clarify, just to narrow it down. Then we have this one here, so London low on GU, and London highs are up here, basically up there. Perfect. Nice. So we are now gonna decide off of this 1-hour fair gap whether we're gonna go towards this London highs or London lows, and then continue to that direction. That's what I see currently. We have the 30-minute fair gap here. We have this 50-minute fair gap here on GU. I'm gonna mark out 15-minute fair gap down there. I don't see anything else. There's one here that we haven't tapped into. I'm not gonna mark out right now. There's also one here, a 15-minute in alignment to this 1 hour. We're currently inversing this 15-minute here, I believe, just to tap into this 1 hour. Bearish here. There's two 50-minute fair gaps in this 1 hour bearish. Gonna mark out the lower one. No, fuck it, I'm gonna mark out both. Why not? It's exactly at previous day's high level. There's one here that we tapped into. There was one 15-minute that we already tapped into and moved lower to form this 1 hour bearish, to inverse this one. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna come back into this 1 hour fair gap and then move lower. That's what I believe is gonna happen, but what I believe does not matter. What's gonna happen, what's matter. On the dollar, we swept this high here, this Asian highs on the 1 hour, but let's go first to the daily, what's going on. So on the daily, we also, as you can see, started the month with a big down candle on the weekly. And we are likely heading towards this weekly bullish fair gap here. On here, we also have this weekly up here. Just like on euro and dollar to the upside, we have the same thing on, just like on euro and GU to the upside, we have the same thing on DXY to the downside. We also have unmitigated daily fair gaps here, so there's a plenty of stuff here. We have not tapped, we have not came back into this range here, yesterday's low, not yet, but we swept, not yesterday, sorry, it's previous week's low, but we did sweep this low here, previous day's low, so this is previous day's low, and then we have there's plenty of things going on here. So we have an inverse first of all to the downside that we haven't tapped into. We just moved lower, forming two 4 hour fair gaps. One of them we disregarded, tapped into the first one, then moved lower, swept this previous day low, and now swept this Asian highs here, and now price wants to move lower based on this 4 hour candle. If price wants to go lower on the dollar, however, that means we cannot take a short on euro and GU. That would not align with our idea. But we inversed all these 1 hour fair gaps here, so that's good. But I'm still a bit, I wouldn't say afraid, but I'm still a bit questioning the short idea because of this long wick here, even though we have these inverses here and we have this 1 hour bullish. So if this 1 hour bullish doesn't hold, just like the 1 hour bearish doesn't hold here and here, then dollar is gonna move lower, meaning euro and G are gonna move higher. So this 1 hour fair gap has to hold, and once I see a 15-minute breakup structure out of it, we also have a 15-minute fair gap here, this 1 hour. So once I see a 15-minute breakup structure, a very clear 5-minute breakup structure at the end of the 15-minute, then I'm gonna look for a nice short setup, because the dollar gonna move higher. But so far it looks like we just wanted to sweep Asian highs and we want to move lower, but in that case we're gonna have a very choppy London New York overlap, which is not ideal. So we have this Asian highs here. We have the London lows here. And we have the London highs up here. So yeah, I think the scenarios could be, oh, there's plenty of scenarios that could play out. There's one that we tap into and then 15-minute break of structure and move down into these London lows and then move higher, or break below this low here and move lower. Then we have the 1 hour fair gap inversion idea to move above previous day's highs and then get to London highs here. So that's the overall three scenarios I can see right now to play out. We will see, but now I'm gonna delete these. And then on Solana, what do we have? We have a $15-minute fair gap. We tapped into, haven't reached the breaker, and now price is just chopping around. We have this London low here. Not even London, it was at 745, so Asian low, I believe, that we're trying to move lower from. Yeah, Solana doesn't look nice as of now. If we can close a candle above these highs here, if we close a 15-minute candle above this high, that's good. There. That would be nice. That would mean, okay, we break structure to the upside and move higher. Well, I'm not really interested in Solana as of now. I'm curious how this is gonna play out here on Euro and the GU. We tapped into the 15-minute fair gap on GU already and the 1 hour fair gap very nicely. So we have a 5-minute fair gap here, which if we would inverse, that would be a very nice indication that it's gonna hold and move lower, just like that. If that candle would close like that, that's very nice. Then we have, yeah, on the 1 hour we also tapped into it, nice. We also have 1 hour here that we formed earlier. On the Euro we have not yet reached this 1 hour fair gap, nor on the dollar. So I think the dollar and Euro will continue towards this fair gap, and GU might as well come back into this 1 hour just to dig deeper. If not, then we will see, I guess. But as of now, we are inversing this 15 minutes on Euro just to tap into this 1 hour and 15-minute fair gaps. On the 5-minute, we have a 5-minute inverse with two 5-minute fair gaps formed. We just tapped into one. I'm gonna delete this, we don't need this anymore. We have this 5-minute here. On the dollar, on the 5-minute, we have this sweep here. We have 1, 2, 5 minutes also, just like on Euro. Actually 3. 5-minute bearish fair gaps here. nice. I also want to check out the gold, what's going on here. Gold has made a big run to the upside now during London. Pretty big, pretty significant move, 0.67% move. We have a 15-minute bullish here and nothing else that we haven't tapped into. So if this 15-minute fair gap gonna get filled with a bearish candle, maybe I'm gonna take a short on the gold, because look at this perfect retrace setup. If that would play out, that would be nice. The 5-minute, we have also only one 5-minute bullish here that we tapped into, and looks like we want to move lower off of. Don't want to disrespect it. On the daily, it's been a pretty significant daily move. We have this daily fair gap here right next to a high. Very nice. Couldn't sweep anything since this is like all-time high, I believe. Could be wrong. No, it is all-time high right now. On the 4-hour, we have plenty of 4-hour fair gaps currently forming. The trend is insanely managing itself. There's one 4-hour here. There's one 4-hour here. Not too big, but still. Size does not matter here. We also have a 1-4 that we're currently forming, so looks nice. There's a 1-hour fair gap down here. We have these London lows right there. We have this London high. Then we have, yeah, I mean a 15-minute candle closing below the 50% of this 15-minute fair gap. So if a 15-minute candle would close below 3032.5, that would indicate that we want to move lower, which is into this 1-hour or even into this 4-hour here. So that could easily be the case for gold. Let's see how the euro is doing so far. We have not tapped into this 1-hour, and we have not tapped into this 1-hour here on the dollar either. We had these bearish fair gaps here on the 5-minute that we are disrespecting as of now. And maybe we want to come back into these London highs here, which would mean that we might want to come back into these London lows on euro. Disrespect this 5-minute fair gaps, and then off of this range we find support or something like that. I don't know how people call that. It's like an order block area, and then come back above or come into this 1-hour fair gap, 50-minute fair gap, previous day high. Maybe this pretty short but like long setup could play out. This could play out well. And then maybe from here price gonna decide to move lower or continue, and from here this 1-hour gonna move lower. But I don't think that this 1-hour is as relevant as this 1-hour or this London highs here. Yeah, I think the dollar gonna come into this 1-hour here, this 15-minute, break structure on the 5-minute, and then we can take a short on euro or GU. Target London lows here. So basically, just like in a dollar, we tap into this 1-hour, 15-minute, break structure on the 5-minute, and we can target this London low area. It's also in equilibrium, I believe. Starting from London high to low. Yes, this 15-minute is exactly at discount price. So the short setup has very nice confluences. Dollar perfectly aligning. Setup looks good. Setup looks good. So let's wait it out. What's gonna happen? Quick update on Solana. I entered with a long. Because holy shit. Okay, well, I inversed my long because I was quite sure on the 1 minute that we're gonna close this 5 minute candle up there, and I thought that we're gonna end up closing a 15 minute candle over there, but price very quickly changed its mind. And looks like I did a good decision inversing that trade, because now price is just falling here. Likely heading towards these lows. I'm gonna take profit down here. I'm gonna close 50 down there. And then I'm gonna close another 50% at 118.54. My liquidation price is at exactly this 15-minute high. Coming back to Forex, if Euro gonna reach these London lows area first, find support, then it could be just a liquidity sweep, break of structure, back to equilibrium, back to order block setup, and then I might gonna take a long and take profit once we reach this 1 hour fair value gap. So if that could be, this could be one scenario, that we first reach this 15-minute 1 hour settlement and I'm gonna look for a short. But the more likely scenario now, as I see, if price wanna continue lower now on the short run, then we might wanna come back into this order block, into equilibrium 50%, and then I can put my stop loss, I can enter here, put my stop loss below this low here, below this body here on the 5 minute, and then target a 1 to 2 setup, 1 to 1.7 until this 15 minute, or even higher, it depends. Target these highs, for example, in this 1 hour. So there's some probabilities here. Similar to the dollar, if it just wants to move, come back into this London high area, then it's gonna reach equilibrium, same thing, tap into this London high area, and then break structure and move lower into this 1 hour 15 fair value gap, just like we want to see it on the dollar. The GU is going very deeply down into this London low area here. Maybe we can even get an SMT with the euro. That would be nice. And then we can actually long GU in that case, because this is the lacking pair. So that could also be the case. An SMT, a bullish SMT divergence on the 5 minute. Dollar reached the London high area. Solana trade is looking good so far. The dollar is very deep into this 50% equilibrium range now, so Would also be the case is that we just form higher highs, close a candle, a 50-minute candle above this London high, and then come back into this area, and then move higher. That could also be the case for the dollar. In that case, Euro and GU are just gonna do the same thing, come below this low here, come back into this London low area, and then move lower into this 4-hour fair gap. I mean, not 4-hour, yeah, this 4-hour fair gap here. That could also be the case, but ideally it should have reached this 1-hour fair gap just to give it a push for that idea. So we will see, but as of now, the more likely scenario in my head is that this was a sweep here, a strong sweep, hence we made that long wick, and now we're gonna break structure here. If we inverse this 1 minute, that would be nice, a good indication that we want to move higher into this 1 hour and 15-minute fair gap area here. So this scenario is not more relevant, so I'm gonna delete this here since we already reached London highs. And now inversion off of this, and an inversion of this 1 minute fair gap would be nice. If we would form this bullish SMT, that would be so nice for that long entry. The only issue with that long is if I want to take the lacking pair GU, it has already tapped into this 15-minute and 1-hour fair gap. It's quite disappointing because I think this move to the upside is gonna be slower than, or more choppy. This 5-minute candle closed below with a long wick, like 50-50 with the body, out of this London high range, which is good, but we also broke structure to the upside with that. So we gotta close a 5-minute candle below this week's high, so we don't form this 5-minute bullish fair gap. If we do form a 5-minute bullish fair gap, that means we inverse this bearish here, and we might as well just want to move higher, and this scenario gonna play out here. But as you can see, we want to move lower from this area. Very nice, very nice. I think soon enough I'm gonna take a long here, and I think I'm gonna choose Euro because it hasn't yet tapped into the 1 hour 15 minutes fair gap. Our Solana trade looks good so far. Thankfully I inversed this trade. I was quite sure once I saw that 1 minute action here, that since we inversed 2 1 minute fair gaps, that we're gonna move higher, but it was a long wicked 5-minute candle also. But then this candle happened and I quickly realized what's going on, so thankfully it played out well. Soon enough we're gonna hit TP1 hopefully. But in the meantime I cannot yap because the dollar is already doing its stuff. I'm not the dollar euro. On the euro now we are in a 5-minute fair gap, so let's see if we get a retrace, ideally into equilibrium down there, but we don't have much time to do that on the 5-minute because I want this 5-minute candle to close up high. We might not gonna get the retrace. If I enter late I don't mind, I just want to be correct. We tap the equilibrium, we tap London lows. It looks good. A small retrace would be nice for entry. We inverse the 5-minute fair gap on euro also. I entered with a long on euro right now. We did a small retrace into this 1 minute fair gap. Entered here. Put my stop loss at 9008. Right there. And we can take a 1-to-1. And take out 50% at this high here. We completely inverse this move here very strongly. Came out of this London low area. We inverse the 5 minute. So I think the setup is good. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in this trade. I could be proven wrong, but ideally the dollar won't, like after this candle close like that, the 5 minute candle will not come above this high here, meaning we won't get stopped out hopefully on euro. Yeah, the dollar cannot form an orange strong candle like that ideally, and it's just gonna move lower from here. Tap into this 1 hour 15 minute, hopefully not gonna come above this high, and then maybe even move lower so our short can play out with a better risk to reward setup here. A 1-to-2 in this 1 hour fair gap, and then maybe even London highs for 1-to-3 would be ideal. Solana is chopping still. We are up 25% now. Thankfully I reversed that trade. I'm happy with that reverse here. Looks very good. Strong 5 minute candles to the downside. Strong 15 minute candle close. Liquidation price is exactly at the high. I think it's very good. So far it's very good. It might want to retrace up into this red line here. It's EMA here. And then move lower. But I'm more interested in euro, even though it's only demo. I'm more interested for this to play out. 125 points, 92.58. So yeah, around that area. That could be our TP1 here. And then I'm gonna have a TP2. This 1 hour fair gap at this high here. For 1-to-3 we can target this London high area. This high here looks good. We just need to break above this high here and then we are good. Once we break above that high, we are very good. I hate when I enter and price is just chopping sideways. I really don't like that. I need a quick confirmation whether my trade was correct or not. The entry, you know. I don't like being, left hanging, basically. That's how I feel like. Someone handed his hand, I'm like, okay. That's what price does. He's giving me his hand, give me a handshake. I give my hand and whoosh, sorry. That's what price is doing now with me. That's good enough. So let's wait for that to hit. Until then, we can't do anything. We are done. Solana trade has been entered. Euro has been entered. Maybe we should have traded a GU, but hey. We cannot go back into the past, can we? The setup looks really good. Liquidity sweep, break of structure, tapped into this order block. Like that was the sweep. This is our order block here, I believe. Little order block here, bam. renovating the outside. Sorry guys. We came out of this order block. We disrespected this we disrespected this breaker here. So price ideally should have stopped here and then move lower if it wanted to. But now it came above that range here, tapped into here, and we are just chopping around now, and I don't know whether we're gonna break structure or not here. That would be nice. Once we close a candle above this high here, that's very good. Once we close a candle above that high, that's we are ready. We are ready. But look what price is doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 7 minutes now, nothing. Finally decided to move one way, but unfortunately not towards our way. Let's go to the 1 hour and fix this previous hour low high thing. I messed it up. So this was previous hour high. Well, this candle gonna close, this one can close like that, so this is our previous hour low here, and previous hour high up here. Bam. If we're gonna close this one candle with this doji, guys, that's perfect. That's perfect. Very good. Very, very, very good. Sweep, order block. Look at this 1 hour candle. Long wick, small body. We have a 1 hour fair gap up there, 50-minute fair gap here. Oh, damn. Well, the 1 hour candle closed, and now for some reason we want to move lower. What? Why? Maybe we want to sweep the previous hour low. Well, if you sweep the previous hour low, that's not good. That's not good. Maybe I should extend my stop loss so it can have some space here to sweep this low. But ideally, it just wanted to come back into this equilibrium here. Do the retrace. But it looks like it did not want to do that. Bro. Please do not sweep previous or low. Should I extend my stop loss? Should I extend my stop loss? I'm pretty sure it's just a sweep. It's gonna be just a sweep of this Prisora, and then we end up going towards this 1 hour and 15 minutes. I'm pretty confident it's just gonna be a sweep of this low. But I wanna stick with my plan, so I don't wanna. I really do not wanna adjust my stop loss. I've never done that, and I don't wanna make it a habit. I don't think it's a good idea to extend stop losses. This in itself, this order block tap should be enough. Should be enough. We really should not go below this low again. So I'm gonna stay with this stop loss here. I'm gonna stay with this stop loss here because on the bigger picture, if we would come back into this order block once again, close or even just sweep this candle low here, like, I don't think we're gonna come back up to this 1 hour fair gap here. So I'm gonna stay with my stop loss down here. Hopefully it was just a retrace into equilibrium here in this shorter move here, and now we're gonna end up going higher in this 1 hour. Hopefully just wanted to have like a small wick to the downside, just like that, and now we're heading towards this 1 hour fair gap. So and we are, as you can see, we inverse this 1 minute down bearish fair gap also. So Nice. I just want one candle to close above this high, and then I can rest and know that we're gonna hit TP1. So far looks good. So far looks good. Solana still chopping around. We might gonna tap into this 50-minute fair gap that we are having here. Right there. We might wanna come up here. Also in that candle that we entered off of, we also have this 5-minute fair gap here. So I think we're gonna come back into this 5-minute fair gap and then move lower. I think it's pretty likely scenario to do that. We might even want to come up to this 5-minute fair gap up here and then move lower. I'm gonna be in a little bit of a drawdown, but it's fine. And yeah, we will see. Well, this red line here likes to hold, you know, it likes to hold. And in the meantime, our euro trade looks good now. We're not in a drawdown anymore. And we are heading towards this high here. Beautifully. Beautifully. One candle close above that high. Beautiful. That would be ideal. Very ideal. Look at this long wicked 5-minute candle here. Just a small tap into this order block once again. Long wick, small body. And now we're heading towards our TP1. Very nice. G is also moving slowly but steadily. The dollar should be heading towards the downside. Yes, exactly. The dollar is nicely heading towards our 1-hour bullish fair gap and the 50-minute bullish fair gap. That's the same thing we want to see on euro to happen. In the meantime, Solana came back into this 5-minute order block here, 5-minute fair gap, sorry, and we are still looking good. Hopefully it's gonna leave a long wick on the 5-minute, just like that. Come below this red line here. Beautiful, exactly. And now we are good on a track, back on track again. I would want to see this euro to also close a 5-minute candle above this high, but as of now we don't get that. But please don't break structure on the 1 minute. Solana trade looks very good. Euro, not the best. Should have closed this 5-minute candle above that high, but it looks like it won't, unfortunately. But hey, if we're gonna hit stop loss, my whole bias was wrong. My whole idea was wrong to do a retrace into here. So we already tapped into this order block once again. So ideally we shouldn't even come below this wick anymore. I mean, this 5-minute wick, this 1-minute inverse and this 5-minute long wick small body tells me a lot. So if we come below this low, actually we are already doomed. But I'm gonna keep my stop loss down here. I'm not gonna put it up here. I'm gonna let it play out, and hopefully it's gonna end up reach higher, just like the dollar. Ideally it's gonna just reach this 50-minute and 1-hour fair gap, and hopefully we're gonna see the same for euro. So unfortunately this 5-minute candle did not close above that high, but hopefully we get a big push now. And just like that, now I go to P. Perfect. This 50-minute candle closes like that. Very good. We tapped into the 50-minute fair gap, in the 5-minute fair gap. Beautiful. Imagine this candle closes body below previous 5-minute low. That would be so nice. Damn. Not a good thing to see. Not an ideal thing to see. Everything looked good with this trade. I don't get it. Everything looked so good with this trade. Look at this long wick 5-minute candle. And now we are forming bearish 5 minutes with small wicks to the downside. Why? What's the point? Solana closed this 5-minute candle below previous 5-minute low. I mean body. Previous 5-minute body low. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bearish flag also. Very nice. Very nice. Once we break below this line here, waterfall. Once you break below this line here, waterfall. Where's the waterfall? Where's the waterfall? How's GU doing? Guys! Why do I always trade the wrong pair? Why do I always trade the wrong pair? Let's just see. When did we enter? We entered at 250, right? So if we would have entered here on GU at 250, or the 1.14, or the 1.14, while in euro we're still at entry price. Same thing. For some reason I decided to trade euro. Why? I'm afraid even if the dollar reaches this 150 minute February gap, they won't reach it then. Because on the dollar we're already up here. Should have traded GU. I haven't told myself. But it has already reached this 1 hour February gap. Who would have thought that this is gonna reach the 1 hour February gap that we already mitigated first before the euro that hasn't even tapped into it? But Solana doesn't do the waterfall anymore. As I expected it will, but hopefully in some time it will start falling. This New York session so far has been ass. The fuck is this? The fuck is this? What's this, brother? Show me. Show me what you're capable of doing. Show me the waterfall. Oh yes, finally euro has started going to the upside as the dollar is about to reach this 1 hour bullish. Come in.
Bro, you need anything from Amshop?
Strategy works, bro.
Okay.
It just works on the long run, bro. It's not like it works in every day. It works on the long run.
Okay.
The win rates speak for themselves.
Aye.
Finally, bro. Finally, we break above that shit. The dollar has reached this shit also. Hopefully the dollar just gonna continue, go deeper into this 1 hour fair gap, because ideally the euro will also reach this TP1 for us. Tap into this 1 hour fair gap. And it won't just stop like that. Solana is sooner or later continues to the downside. It's just chopping around here. I thought it's gonna be like a waterfall, just like we had it here, but as of now it doesn't look like that. Euro is coming back for our entry price because the dollar is rejecting off of this 1 hour fair gap. Not ideal at all. I knew I should have taken profits once the dollar reaches this 1 hour fair gap, because obviously it's gonna move up from that and we are coming back into drawdown on euro. And Solana, not Solana, GU just continues to the upside. Hopefully this 5-minute candle will leave a long wick to the upside on the dollar. That would mean we want to go deeper, and euro has time to catch back up and move into this 1 hour and 50-minute fair gap to hit our TP1. So that would be nice. Also, for some reason Solana doesn't want to go lower. It might want to sweep this 50-minute high again before moving lower. We might gonna be a little bit of a drawdown once that happens. But I'm pretty bearish still. So I hope we're just gonna maybe come into this 5-minute fair gap or sweep this 15-minute fair gap, 50-minute high. So let's see. This is our 50-minute high. This candle should not close above that, and it did not, but it left a long body on the 5-minute, so hopefully we're not gonna form a 5-minute bullish fair gap here. I'm thinking of putting my stop loss right below this low here, right below this body low. Because if we completely fill up this fair gap, if we completely come back even into tapping into this wick here, that would mean that we are just, planning to move higher. Because if we come up here, then we're likely also closing a body above this 15-minute high, meaning we broke structure to the upside, and I don't want that. That would mean we are getting stopped out in that case. So I'm gonna put my stop loss above that high here. Below that high, below that 15-minute candle body start. And this price is at 123.25. So let me adjust my stop loss. Hopefully it's just a sweep. Oh, woohoo! Someone entered with a short. Someone entered with a short. Let's see on euro what we're doing. Nice. Okay, we are heading towards our TP1 also here. Did you see that big fucking drop? Someone entered with a big short there. Swap this 15-minute high here. Interestingly, we have a very small body long wick 1-minute candle after that very strong push to the downside. Let's see what's gonna happen now. We're also forming a 5-minute bullish fair gap, which is not ideal at all. Hopefully it's just a 15-minute sweep, and in the next 5 minutes we're gonna push down. Inverse this 5-minute bullish fair gap would be very nice. Come on, euro, show me. You can do better. Tap into this 1 hour, please. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, Solana just tapped into this first 5-minute bearish, and very hopefully it's gonna hold. I'm gonna delete this 50-minute now, but we're getting close towards our stop loss now. So ideally this 5-minute fair will hold, and we won't see price doing what it's doing right now. I'm gonna get stopped down. Well, I got stopped out. Looks like we want to continue higher. We are also breaking structure on the 50-minute to the upside here. Yeah, not an ideal trade. After this 50-minute candle closed like that, I was pretty sure, pretty convinced that we gonna move higher. I mean lower. But it looks like we wanna move break structure to the upside here. Oh boy, don't tell me you're gonna respect that shit, bro. Don't tell me you're gonna respect that shit now. No fucking way. I can't believe Solana. Bro, Solana did me dirty. Bro, I had my fucking stop loss up here and I decided to move down there. I moved my stop loss from here to there. Look what happened. Alright. We are still in euro though. We're still in the euro. Dollar finally decided to move lower. Bro, what's price doing, bro? What's this? Alright, we will see. We lost the Solana trade. Bro, I don't even want to look at this shit. Let's wait for this euro trade. Yes! TP1 about to hit. Wait. Fuck, bro, what? That was too fast.
Well, why not?
Bro, I was like, okay, it's gonna reach my TP1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? So I'm getting my phone and everything. Bro, I'm already in a loss now. Bro, it sweeped it.
That was too fast.
Bro! It tapped into the water and the... Whoa!
Well.
Dude, there's no news, nothing. It's just, oh my... Bro. I wanted to take out 50% here. And I didn't have time, bro. Oh my god, no way. No fucking way, bro. No way. Okay, I'm gonna close this trade, bro. I'm gonna close it. I closed it. It's gonna... Bro! I closed it here at 50%. I lost 0.5% here. I closed it somewhere here. Bro, it's so unfortunate that MetaTrader 5 doesn't have like the option like we have on Solana here, like in MaxC, that you can set multiple TPs and deciding what percentage you want to close. If that would have been the case, I mean honestly I still would have put my TP1 up there. But like trailing stop and stuff like that would have been handy. Because I did not have time at all to react to this shit. Like it's all manual if you just use MetaTrader 5 and I don't like that. We are in a big drawdown. Thankfully I closed this trade, we would have hit full stop loss.
Nah, I was gonna scare you.
Bro!
Oh shit!
Yeah, bro. Here, look at my TP1 here.
Oh, I saw it before.
Look, TP1 is like literally there. TP1 is literally 0.01% away. Okay? 1.5 pips. 1.5 pips away. Price steps into... instantly takes a massive shit. Drake candles.
Drake candles.
Look at this. Oh my god, bro. But that's the thing. Even if it hit TP1, I wouldn't have time to take profit on my phone. Because it just instantly took a Well, that's it for today, I guess. Maybe later today I'm gonna check on Solana and show you guys what ended up happening here. If I would have kept my stop loss up here, my liquidation price, what would have happened. So we will see later today whether this was a good decision to get stopped out here or not. So I will be back. This trade here on euro, I'm gonna also come back because I want to check what's going on here, what happened later. But I want to go to the gym, want to do some stuff, fix the Wi-Fi, stuff like that. So I'll be back later today. Alright, quick recap of the day. As you can see, euro has decided to move lower once we tapped into this 1 hour bearish fair gap, which had a 15-minute bearish fair gap also. It was a quick move. Unfortunately, it did not reach TP1, but even if it would have, I wouldn't have time to take profits there because it was such a fast, instant move here. It happened in seconds. So once price came down here, I very quickly realized, okay, we're just gonna move lower. So, and I knew that it's gonna take out my stop loss that was down here under this low. So quickly realized, and I took out like here, so I only lost 0.5% here, and it ended up hitting the stop loss anyways. So it was a good decision. And then it was chopping around, chopping, and we inversed this fair gap here, this 5-minute fair gap. I did not want to enter at all after that. Like after this loss, I really did not want to enter. Even though this 5-minute inverse was, and it is these long wicks to the downside in this London session in this order block, clearly indicated that we just want to sweep previous hour low here and fill up some orders before the big move, and that's what happened. So we inverse this 5-minute. I could have entered off of that actually later, but as I said, I really did not want to. So after this candle closed like that, could have put my stop loss below these lows here, re-enter, TP1 hit, then TP2 hit, and TP3 almost hit. It did not hit though, but I probably would have taken profit. I don't know. Like I really don't know. Or maybe I would have waited just a bit more, and once I saw this, I would have gotten out here, or would have waited just a little bit more, and yeah, somewhere here I would have gotten out because I don't like to hold it that long, the positions, and the London New York overlap was ended already here, so yeah, or I would still be holding, I don't know, because I already got out, I don't know. So that's what happened on euro. GU has, we should have traded GU, honestly. Why? Because the exact time I entered to New York, to the exact time I entered euro, if I would have entered here on GU the exact time, same stop loss, everything, I would have instantly hit 125. This TP1 here, I probably would have taken profit first up here off of the height. That's a 1.4 here, and then if I wouldn't have decided to put my stop loss to break even and let the trade run, then I would have still be in this trade, and probably would have set my TP to above this high, would have hit, and then TP3 probably these London highs that hit also. Clearly it even swept London high, not like on euro. There's a bearish SMT now forming here, but anyways, that's the trade today. I really don't know why. Well, like, I still don't know how to choose between pairs, which one's too long or short, because GU already tapped into this 15-minute 1 hour fair wave while euro did not, and in my head that meant, okay, we have bigger chances for longing euro, but euro ended up forming actually a bullish SMT with the GU, as you can see. That and the inversion of 5-minute fair gap would have been a nice trade actually. That's a very good confluence since these two next to each other. But I really did not want to take a trade after that loss. So yeah, that's the day. It would have been a 1 to 4 actually. No, it wouldn't have been after this one. Yeah, 1 to 3. Anyways, and Solana, let me show you Solana. So I first did a long trade here because of the 1 minute price action. So there was this inversion of this, so that it looked like just a sweep, and then I checked the 5 minute chart and it looked like we have a very long wick and a very small body, and in 1 minute the candle gonna close, the 5 minute candle, so I entered. And then the next minute, the last minute of the 5 minute candle, we ended up having a very big, large 5 minute downside candle, a bearish candle, and that's how the 5 minute candle closed. And now, once I saw that, I instantly reversed my trade. I ended up losing $1 there, and I inversed it. So entered with the same position, like $2.5, $2.6, I don't know. And then it ended up, it doubled down, like it reached 1 to 1. But I set my first TP down here, which was not that big of a move. It would have been like a 2% move. So it was quite realistic. And then what happened is we had a two 50-minute fair value gaps formation inside a two 5-minute fair value, two 5-minute fair value, two 5-minute fair value, two 5-minute bearish fair value gap formation in a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. And we tapped into this first one when we first tapped into 15-minute fair value gap. We also tapped into the 5-minute, and this doji was very promising. We also had this bearish flag kind of formation on the 1 minute, so I was very confident, like right here. We also broke below it, but then we did not end up waterfalling. We came above, back, forming a 5-minute fair value gap, I believe. Yes, now we tapped into this 5-minute fair gap, and yeah, I moved my stop loss down here, which actually ended up being a good decision. I did not lose the entire position I entered with. I only lose like not even 1/3, like 1/4 of what I bet. So that was nice. Ended up sweeping it. I was really surprised because I thought that after that price is actually gonna end up moving lower, and I was considering to re-enter, but fortunately I stick to the plans and I did not, and the price actually proved that it was a good decision to move my stop loss below this area, so that, because I was talking like if price wanna reach this level, we're probably gonna break structure on the 5th minute, which we did, and yeah, price just continued higher. Not significant moves, but like still ended up moving higher. Overall, during New York session, it made a almost 2% move. So yes, that was for Solana, and that's it for today. Unlucky. This price action on Euro is also very unlucky. That the lacking leg ended up being Euro and not GU. So if the SMT would have formed like the GU being lower, the GU would have made the lower low and not Euro, then we would still be in the trade and we would have hit two TPs, a 1 to 1 and a 1 to 2. And if I would have chosen GU, then we would have hit all three. So I still struggle with this, and I tried to find some solutions to that. Like which one do you trade then, right? Well, obviously the standard rule is to trade the stronger pair if you wanna take a long and take the short the weaker pair. But since it already tapped into this 1 hour and 50 minutes, I thought that it's gonna end up moving, you know, slower to the upside since it already found its rejection. Not like euro. Euro tapped into it and moved lower and moved back higher with an inverse bullish SMT. So, but at least it's good that the bias was right, you know. At least it's good to know that it's working. It's working. Actively monitoring what the price does and then evaluating whether the bias is still correct or whether we need to change it, and I think I did well in that, because I was first of all, what I thought is what's gonna happen is that we're gonna reach this first and then move lower and hopefully break structure below London lows. And then what ended up happening is we firstly reached this London low area and I was like, okay, it's a very, very, very high probability that price is gonna come up into this 1 hour and 15 minute fair gap area, which it did. But I thought that once it does, it's gonna reject it, not tap into it, move lower than our stop loss, and then move higher. So unlucky, but hey, we learned something today also. What I really have to learn is how to evaluate, how to choose which pair to long or short when I cannot base my bias on weaker or stronger because of these scenarios of tapping into fair gaps or not. So yeah, but at least the bias was right, so that's still a win for me. Every loss is a win for me because I'm happy that I'm not losing money. I'm not losing real money here. I'm happy that I can learn for free all this knowledge. In a few months, all this shit gonna pay out. Everything. So I'm still happy with this loss. Overall on the demo account I'm doing pretty bad. I have like 4 or 5 losses and then 1 win. That's barely a win. Like a TP1 hit, 50% out, then break even hit. So far this price action is really bad, and in January it was so good. January was I ended up with 5 or 6% at the end of the month. Maybe not 5, maybe a bit less, but at least it was a profitable month. But this one here, not good. Same for February. February was very bad. So March is also not the best so far. But at least the bias was right. The decisions I made were all good, I believe. Ended up taking smaller losses, so at least that's good to know, at least. So yeah, see you guys. Let's quickly check on what we have tomorrow. We don't have any news, only later at night, some FOMC. On Thursday we have some GU and USD news at 1:30 and existing home sales at 3. Shouldn't be high impact. And on Friday we have nothing. So for the rest of the week we're gonna trade, I think. Tomorrow actually I have some plans after 3, so if I can't find the trade early, then it's not gonna be a good day to trade. Maybe I'm not even gonna upload the video if I don't have time to trade, because I have to move my bed with my friends into this new apartment. So we will see how it's gonna play out. But anyways, thank you for this quick recap. I don't know if anyone is watching these videos because these are so long. I might have to edit only the main stuff, only the trading stuff, and not the drawing and what I see. But I kind of like it because once I want to look back on these videos, I kind of want to see like, hey, I knew already after a month or two how to mark out these levels, how to analyze the charts, and I want to know later on in a few months how much I developed. So I'm gonna upload these videos as I want to, and even if nobody watches it because it's too long, I will watch them anyway. So even if it doesn't get any views, maybe later in a few years people gonna look at this like, damn, he made the same mistake as me, or something like that. Yeah, that's something good, at least. So yeah. All right, guys. See you. Bye bye.